Why the modern life that you are currently living is making you miserable? Well, the first point, the first method for the recipe is consumerism. You are consuming more than you need. Consuming don't actually give you any satisfaction. It's just it will give you first a dopamine surge when you buy a product, and after buying you will endure a suffering because you will create a hole, a void that you want to fill with buying more products to get that same dopamine surge again. Second, we are chasing comfort. We were never meant for this much comfort. We were meant to live in the woods. We are chasing comfort, but at what cost? We were chasing comfort to reduce our suffering, but in turn it increased it. We we have gone against the laws of nature. Lack of freedom. We lack freedom. We think we have freedom, but due to propaganda in form of ads, we actually don't have any kind of freedom. What we have is just an illusion of it. We don't create stuff anymore. We just buy. How much stuff do you actually need in a hunter gatherer sense? Because things you own actually ends up owning you, and what I mean by that is you are buying yourself more on owners of you. Me, it means that the things you are buying is actually you are buying yourself more owners. No product define you as a person. Your Harley, your Mustang doesn't define you. That's not what define you as a person. Advertisements push a narrative that a certain car is for a certain personality. No, it's not. We are just a byproduct of a lifestyle obsession. Why are you working the job you hate for the stuff that you don't need? Capitalism, the main core of capitalism is to focus on profit. I say don't focus on profit, focus on your happiness. We have not actually really lived in reality since a century. We are living in our own world that we have created. It's not actually reality. What the world are we living in? Ads are psychological warfare. We have mind altering foods. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Have you ever experienced that you are stuck in a loop? That time is passing very quickly. That you don't even know how many years have gone by, and you can't feel the time passing. It's just going so fast. Well, I just have one answer for you: stop consuming. Now, the third is loneliness epidemic. That's the third symptom of our modern lifestyle. Capitalism wanted us to be individualistic. It wanted us to have our very own individual personality. It doesn't believe in collectivism. It it does that so that every person buy their own car, buy their own houses. If 5% who who owns live under one roof, then their income will be very much and they will quickly succeed in capitalism, which will, remove the gap of poor and rich, which capitalism need to work. So instead, what it did is that it pushed an individualistic ideology that individualism is very important and that you should, separate yourself from the five members of your family that owns, and and each five of you will now buy your own separate home and your own separate cars, and the income that you are both earning will now be divided and will be pretty much useless as you will just live paycheck to paycheck. Capitalism pushed an idea that no, it's not truth that you will live paycheck to paycheck. If you work hard enough, you will succeed and you will, become a millionaire. But the thing is, any rational person who isn't as smart, he knows that he doesn't have that kind of talent to be, to be that much successful in academics, knows that that is not simply the truth. I mean, getting admission in IIT, it's just impossible if you look at the admission percentage. It's just not worth the competition. And so capitalism sold you a false narrative that you can be someone, that you can win that lottery. But that lottery, that mathematical percentage of you winning that lottery is so small that that there is more chances of a meteor hitting your house than to you winning a lottery. Capitalism, as always, focused on profit, so we started leaving our tribes, our villages, and started living in the urban areas, which separated us from, a very big joint family and made a nuclear one. Capitalism, after some years, what you will see is that, which is a very natural shift, which we as a human race will turn to, is that every culture of ours will be destroyed. Any community or anything will be destroyed entirely. It will do that because at the end of the day, it needs us to be more productive, like a robot. It wants us to be bland so we can be more productive and in turn earn more profit. Our lifestyles are now so much fast moving and busy that we don't even have time to talk to someone, spend our leisure time and disposable time. And the last factor that is contributing to, loneliness epidemic is that you don't have a third space. Any third space that people had before has been destroyed because it was considered too much of a low standard. And now the modern man does not have a separate third third place for him to, share his opinions or socialize. The elites have it, maybe the poor have it too, but what about the middle ones? You know, and in the last, what I want you to do is to grow your own food and buy less stuff. These are all basic things, but to understand the importance of these basic things and, to follow them, I have given you that much information that You will realize how important these things are, which I have told you, these advices.
Ain't but one man.